Hey folks, Dumock the Artist coming at you once again from my hidden bunker deep within the bowels of the city. And, this particular video was inspired by a conversation that I had seen on Facebook. I'm not going to give you the specifics of the conversation out of respect for the people involved. But the topic on how to deal with professionals when you're at a convention is kind of important because sometimes, not all the time, the professionals do talk about, how sometimes fans can be a little rude. Especially if you see like two pros talking, even if it's just for like a few, they're kind of like talking to one another. Give them the space to let them talk. Let them have some room. Go all and walk away for a while. Give them a few moments. Let them have their conversation in private. Unless they give you some kind of sign that it's okay for you to stay there and listen. Usually it'll be kind of like oh, hey, how you doing? If they give you another sign that's kind of like brushing you off a little bit, walk away. Just go somewhere, have a pretzel, get a big thing of soda. Go buy a comic book from another artist, especially someone that's more along the independent lines that maybe is just starting out. Have a conversation with somebody else. That way, the pros can actually go to talk about whatever it is they have to talk about. You keep an eye on the table if you're still nearby, or you walk around and talk to some of the other folks that may be a little bit more desperate for your attention. You know, just remember that, when it comes to conventions, courtesy is important. I've said this before in other videos, especially when you're talking, when we're talking about other convention goers. Courtesy does apply to the pros too, especially if there's somebody that's like a big name, somebody that's like really major in the comic book industry. Their time is extremely valuable, and well, but at the same time, it's a convention. You have 3 whole days, usually, to go and talk to them. Give them the space they need to do their jobs, and then, hey, maybe buy them a soda or something. And it's like, hey, look, I noticed you were talking to somebody. I didn't want to interrupt you. Here's a soda. Would you like something to drink? Something along that line. More often than not, if you take a more calm and pleasant approach, they're more likely to want to talk to you and engage in conversation. Also, another thing, if you're going to talk to a pro, take take at least a few minutes to talk about something else other than comics. I know the temptation is there to kind of like ask them questions about minutia and issues that they're working on. Um, Ask them how their favorite baseball team is doing. Ask them, how's things going in the world of Tumblr or something like that. Talk about stuff that they're interested in. If you look at their Tumblr feed or if you look at their Twitter feed, you're going to find out what it is they're interested in and what it is they like to talk about. And, well, if you're already subscribed to that, why don't you ask them about a particular topic that they're interested in? At least show that you're not necessarily there to just try to, bug them about the minutia of their work. In Wonder Woman number 55, you kind of like drew the bar wrong. Was that intentional? Something stupid like that. It's kind of like annoying, but at the same time, I'm sure there are some folks that want to answer that question. But for the most part, try to be courteous. Try to be professional. Be professional to the professionals. If you want to have your work seen, be professional. If you see them talking, leave them alone. Come back. They'll be more than happy to talk to you then. Anyway, this is Dumock the Artist signing off, and this is another Geek's Guide to Conventions. Slanchini Falcha. Have a nice day.